Good evening from historic Dodgertown in Vero Beach, Florida. I'm Kyle Wilson, and we are here at the FSCAA State Tournament 2016. Of course, the NJCAA Region 8 playoff. We got two teams we're going to be sending to Utah for the national tournament here momentarily in the next couple days. We're starting off game number 16 right now. St. Pete versus Northwest Florida State College.
Second baseman, number 5, Gabby Suarez.
That was Keely Mayers leading off for the Titans of St. Petersburg. We're going to go ahead and go through the starting lineup real quick for St. Petersburg. Batting first, number 22, Keely Mayers. Batting second, number 5, Gabby Suarez. Batting third, number 23, Paula DeValle. Number 11, Ashley Spell, the designated hitter. Number 15, Alyssa Price, the shortstop. Number 12, Macy Rodriguez, the third baseman. Number 14, Rachel Knorr, the center fielder. Perla DeValle, the right fielder, number 18. And Alexis Martinez, number 2, the left fielder, to round out in the 9 hole. Pitching, Brianna Strickland for Northwest Florida State College. I'll give you.
The catcher, number 23, Paola DeValle.
Oh, he knows. He's
Now batting, the catcher, number 23, Paula DeValle. DeValle turns on that little ahead of that pitch. Foul off down the left field line. DeValle, a freshman from Kissimmee St. Cloud. At the plate, Paula DeValle. Paula DeValle.
Any assistance retrieving those foul balls is greatly appreciated. You, right there.
you're not doing anything else.
Tell him to hold on a minute. Go get a
They
ball.
can't walk and talk at the same time.
Just tell him to hold on. Put him on hold.
No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs for the 3-hole hitter for Titans of St. Petersburg, Paula DeValle. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
I don't think their mom's here. I think it's our lead.
Let's pitch in off the hands. The third baseman from Northwest Florida State College able to run over and make that play.
Nice play at third for the Titans in the top of the first. No
That's the end of the top of the first. We'll be right back with Northwest Florida State College. Home half of the inning. We're back in the bottom half of the first inning. Game number 16 here in Dodgertown, Vero Beach, Florida. I'm Kyle Wilson. We're back with Northwest Florida State College, the Raiders, home half of the first. Leading off, we're going to go through the lineup very quickly for Northwest Florida State College. Leading off, Tori Robinson, number 17, the shortstop. Batting second, Hannah Sparks, the catcher, number 9. Number 23, the designated hitter, Savannah McClellan. She'll bat third. Batting fourth, Paige Johnson, the first baseman, number 15. Number 6, the left fielder, Mariana Perea. Followed by number 12, Brianna Ernst, third base. In the 7 hole, number 4, Savannah Smathers in right field. Number 21, Mackenzie Huey at second base. And number 19, Christian Lazardi, the center fielder for the Raiders. Pitching for St. Petersburg College is number 3, Brianna Strickland. Brianna Strickland makes that play on that pop-up and right to her in the circle. That's going to bring up the catcher, number 9, Hannah Sparks. Wind still blowing dead in from center field here over on field number 8. We've got one game today that's still in extra innings. Gulf Coast State College and Southwest Florida are in the, 10th inning? They're in the bottom of the 10th, still tied 4-4. Quite a game going over on field number 7. We're on field number 8. We just started game 16. So right back up the middle. That's going to sneak through. There's a hit by Hannah Sparks, the catcher, number 9, to start this game. That's going to bring up Savannah McClellan. McClellan, the designated hitter. Savannah McClellan, sophomore, pitcher, and infielder from McDonough, Georgia. She went to Ola High School. McClellan pitched in the last game here on field number 8. Would have been earlier today, around 1 o'clock, I believe they played. The pitch from Brianna Strickland. It's a hit hard through the hole in between the third baseman and shortstop. It's going to be 2 runners on with 1 out. Runners on first and second for the Raiders. That's going to bring up the first baseman, number 15, Paige Johnson. Johnson's a .365 hitter. She's got 50 hits over the year. She scored 43 runs, has hit 14 doubles. She leads Northwest Florida State College in doubles and has hit 11 home runs on the season. Batting in the 4 hole today, Paige Johnson. One ball, no strike count to Paige Johnson. Called strike on the outside corner. Count 1-1. Runners on first and second. Brianna Strickland pitches, and that's popped up to left field. Alexis Martinez is under it, makes the play. That's the second out for Northwest Florida State College. That's going to bring up Mariana Perea, the left fielder.
Left fielder number 6, Mariana Pereira.
If we go back to the earlier game with Northwest Florida State College, here on field number 8, Perea played left field and made an outstanding diving play. Was one of the replays that we showed earlier today. Perea, count 1 ball, no strikes. Strickland gets a grip on the ball. It's a little liner over the second baseman Sanchez's hand. That's going to go ahead and score. Hannah Sparks from second base. Now runners on the corners, first and third with 2 outs for Northwest Florida State College.
Third baseman number 12, Brianna Ernst.
That's going to bring up the third baseman, number 12, Brianna Ernst. Moving McClellan over to third base. Perea on first. Ernst at the plate is hit by the first pitch. She's actually going to call that a strike. According to the umpire, Ernst stuck her arm out. And 1 ball, no strikes. He called it a ball, but did not give her the hit by pitch. There's a stolen base by Mariana Perea. Singled to first. Now stole second base. Runners on second and third with 2 outs for Northwest Florida State College. It sounds like they just had one heck of an inning over on field number 7. If I hear correctly, it was a suicide squeeze that wins the game. Let's see. Looking at the replay right now. Suicide squeeze. And that game is over on field 7. Southwestern Florida
Right fielder number 4.
takes the victory over Gulf Coast. Back to our game over here on field 8. Sorry about that. Batting, Savannah Smathers. Northwest Florida takes a 1-0 lead on the walk. You know, always frustrating when you walk in a run. One ball, one strike, 2 outs for Northwest Florida, the Raiders. Bases loaded early in the first. 2 balls, 1 strike. There's a infield pop-up. Second baseman Gabby Sanchez calls off Keely Mayers, and that's going to end the inning. But Northwest Florida State takes a 1-0 lead. Going into the second inning. We'll be right back. Back here from Vero Beach, Kyle Wilson. We're starting the top of the second inning. St. Petersburg, the Titans at bat. Leading off this inning, number 11, the designated hitter, Ashley Spell. A pop fly caught by Mackenzie Huey for the first out of the inning.
Shortstop, number 15, Alyssa Price.
It's going to bring to the plate Alyssa Price, the shortstop, number 15. Price, a .350 batter. She's in 137 at-bats. She scored 26 runs, 48 hits, 14 doubles, and has hit one home run for St. Petersburg. St. Petersburg 31-27 on the year. They are 16-9 at home, 11-13 away from home, and at neutral fields like today, 4-5. A foul ball in between fields 8 and 9. One ball, two strikes to Alyssa Price, the shortstop. Price, the freshman from Sarasota, Florida. Went to Sarasota High School. One ball, two strikes to Price. We're wrapping up our fourth game of the day here on field number 8. They are in between games on field 7. It'll be starting in approximately 20 minutes. That pitch inside and hits Alyssa Price.
Third baseman, number 12, Macy Rodriguez.
Coach Myers making her way over to go check on her player. Seems like Smith's all right down there, walking it off. Umpires beginning to make their way back to the spot in the field. Sydney Harless toes the rubber. And we're back in action. Now batting the third baseman, number 12, Macy Rodriguez. Runner on first is Alyssa Price. Price, not much of one to steal. She's got 2 stolen bases on the year. Rodriguez hitting .268 on the season. She's got 30 hits, 7 doubles, and has hit 1 home run. There's a rifle shot right back past Harless. Runners on first and second with that single by Rodriguez. Now batting the center fielder, number 14, Rachel Knorr. Knorr is a sophomore out of Bellevue, Florida. Went to Lake Weir High School. Knorr batting .255. She's got runners at first and second. Over at first, Macy Rodriguez. At second, Alyssa Price. Called strike one. The pitch. The snap throw over to second is not in time to get Price. Behind the plate for the Raiders, Hannah Sparks will run over the defensive. Hold on 1 second. Wild pitch is going to move the runners up to second and third. Price makes her way over to third base. Second base, Macy Rodriguez. We'll run through the defensive lineup for the Raiders real quick. Pitching, of course, Sydney Harless, number 13. Behind the plate, Hannah Sparks. Paige Johnson at first. Mackenzie Huey at second. At third base, Brianna Ernst. Tori Robinson, shortstop. And then from left to right across the outfield, Mariana Perea, Lazardi, and Savannah Smathers in right. There's your defensive lineup for the Raiders. 3-1 pitch. It's taken outside to load the bases for St. Petersburg College. We're going to take a very quick break. We'll be right back from field number 8 at Dodgertown. Coach Byerly made his way back into the dugout. Harless toes the rubber and is ready for the pitch. Bases loaded. Perla DeValle, the right fielder, number 18 at the plate. Bases loaded. That ball is hit to left field. Perea is able to make the play. On the sacrifice fly, Perla de Valle drives in. Alyssa Price. Runner still at first and second. On the sacrifice fly to left field. That's going to bring up the left fielder, number 2, Alexis Martinez. Sounds like a foghorn going off in the press box. Tyler. Got a count, no balls, 1 strike, 2 outs for the Titans. Straight back toward us. Just over the fence and right onto the net. And we're not going to let anybody climb through the window to go retrieve that foul ball. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. There's a foul ball. It was more of a self-preservation swing than anything else. Fouled off, 0-2 for Alexis Martinez. Martinez batting .292 on the season. She's got 3 triples. Correction, 2 triples on the year. A tough time of evening to be out there on the field. If you're on the left side of the infield looking back toward the plate, that sun is directly in your eyes. Actually had a couple balls misplayed in our last game out in left field, primarily due to the sun. And Martinez goes down looking. That's a great pitch by Harless. That's the end of the inning, or end of the half inning. We'll be right back from Dodgertown. Titans tied up 1-1. Discover the Vero Inn & Suites for your next visit to our area. Their rooms are oversized and comfortable with bright color palette, reminiscent of a quaint cottage feel. Their courtyard style inn is a tropical landscape with outdoor seating areas and a pool. They always help you keep your budget in check without sacrificing comfort. Please call the Vero Beach Inn & Suites for more information at 772-567-8321. Leading off for the Raiders from Northwest Florida State College, the second baseman, number 21, Mackenzie Huey. Huey, a freshman from Auburn, Alabama. She actually went to Auburn High School. Batting .333 on the year. She has 23 hits. 3 triples on the season. only struck out 8 times on the year in 37 games played and 69 at bats. Count 1 ball, 1 strike. Fly ball down the left side, just out of play. Ball is in the Northwest Florida dugout. We appreciate you watching this evening's game. The weather here in Vero Beach could not be any better. We've got a little breeze blowing into the press box here, dead into our face. There's another line drive, foul ball down the left-hand side, down the third base side of the field. I think that wind's affected a couple of the games here. There's been a couple deep fly balls that I think probably would have left the yard if it wasn't for that wind, especially in the last couple games. Pretty typical coastal weather. Not very windy in the morning. Then as the afternoon progresses, wind has begun to pick up. We've had 1 home run today on field number 8. And over on field 7, they've had 3 or 4 already. I think that wind is definitely causing a bit of an impact, at least on this field. Count 3-2. Strickland, the pitch, right up the middle, and hammered right back to the center fielder.
Number 19, center fielder, Kristen Lazardi.
That's going to bring up number 19, Kristen Lazardi. Lazardi, a freshman from Dacula, Georgia, went to Dacula High School. Runner on first, Huey over at first base. St. Petersburg defensively, Brianna Strickland pitching, Paula DeValle behind the plate, Keely Mayers at third, Keely Mayers at first, Gabby Sanchez at second. At third base, Macy Rodriguez and Alyssa Price at shortstop. Across the outfield, Alexis Martinez, Rachel Knorr, and Ashley Spell in right field. Count 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Kristen Lazardi, center fielder for the Raiders. The pitch from Strickland, and a snap throw back to first. Runner is safe. That's Huey at first. DeValle saw a little gap there and tried to sneak that throw back in. Not able to get the runner at first. Runner at first is Mackenzie Huey. Tell you, Strickland likes to take her time in between pitches. We've seen now this is the 3rd starting pitcher. Well, actually, 8th starting pitcher that we've seen today. And it seems like she's taking more time in between pitches than just about anybody else throughout the day. Runners move over.
She gets a freebie this time. Next time it's hers.
I like your scoring system. Count 3-2, full count. Strickland gets the grip on the ball and pitches. There's a foul ball right off the fencing. Count still full.
I'd say that's the base hit. It hit pretty hard.
Ball was hit hard right at the third baseman, not able to make the play and get the out, but able to keep that ball from making its way down the left field line and into the corner.
Leadoff batter, number 17, Tori Robinson.
That's going to bring up the shortstop for the Raiders, number 17, Tori Robinson. We're going to have a pitching change for St. Petersburg College.
Caitlin McMillan.
St. Petersburg new pitcher is number 4, Caitlin McMillan, the sophomore from Valrico, Florida, at Riverview High School. Caitlin McMillan has a 3.15 ERA, a record of 11-11 in 25 appearances. She started 23 of those games. She's got 8 complete games and 1 shutout. Pitched in 124 innings. She's allowed 156 hits, 79 runs, and 56 earned runs. Runners at first and second for the Raiders. Huey at first, Huey at second, Lazardi at first. Robinson steps in. A fair ball, nobody covering any of the bags at first, second. Now bases are loaded for Northwest Florida State College. Hannah Sparks, the catcher, Not who you want to come up to the plate with the bases loaded. McMillan pitches and it hits Sparks. That did hit her, so she's gonna hit by pitch to score a run there. That's gonna bring in Mackenzie Huey. Move Lazardi over to third and Robinson over to second. Hannah Sparks now on first with the hit by pitch.
Number 23, designated hitter, Savannah McAllen. She can shut this game down in a hurry. Any assistance returning those foul balls is greatly appreciated. She's a big-time power hitter, ain't she?
At the plate, Savannah McHellen. She's hitting .408, leads the team in average. She's got 58 RBIs and leads the state in home runs. She's got 23 homers on the year. I'm sure she would love to have 24 after this at bat. Bases full of Raiders. Score 1-0. I can't read. Don't know where I saw 1-0, but it is 2-1. It's been a long day, so I do apologize. McHellen strikes out swinging and going to bring up the first baseman, number 15, Paige Johnson.
Number 15, first baseman, Paige Johnson.
She's hitting .365. 50 hits on the year, 14 doubles. Leads the Raiders in that category. It's one of those situations she's just looking to put something in play. Pitch looked like it tailed off to the left-handed batter. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Foul ball. Right off the fencing. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Lazardi at third, Robinson at second, Sparks at first. And that ball is hit hard to right field. Just foul and just short of the warning track. Tell you, that wind is still, I don't think it's blowing quite as hard as it has been, so we might get the opportunity to see 1 or 2 leave the yard. But there is a swing and a miss, strike 3 for Paige Johnson.
Left fielder, number 6, Mariana Pereira.
That's going to bring up number 6, Mariana Pereira, the left fielder.
2 straight rise ball strikeouts.
That was a very good pitch. Once again, like I said earlier, I'm just glad that I don't have to make those calls. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs. Foul ball pulled right down the right field line.
No. No, I'm all right. Middle of my game. I'll put it on my phone. Draft.
A swing and a miss. She tried to check her swing, not able to do so. That's 2 strikes. 1 ball, 2 strikes on the board. The pitch from McMillan. Two-two pitch back toward our camera crew. Heads up Jason and Christine upstairs. Jason's upstairs having to keep these foul balls away from the cameras. The pitch from McMillan hit hard toward first. Mayers is able to make the play and lay out to tag the bag. That's the end of the inning.
1, 2, 3 hits, 1 run.
3 hits, 1 run for Northwest Florida State College. We'll be right back after this short break. We're back here in the top of the third for St. Petersburg. The Titans half of the inning. Back to the leadoff batter, number 22, Keely Mayers, first baseman. Sydney Harless, pitching for Northwest Florida State College. And she throws strike 1 to Mayers. Tell you what, in the first 4 games of this tournament that I have broadcast over here on Field 8, we have seen a ton of batters left on base. It seems like it's been all day long, bases loaded or 2 runners on and leaving runners stranded. especially that Chipola game where they left, I think, 13 runs on base and still scored 12 or 14. One ball, two strikes to Mayers. She pops that up. Brianna Ernst, the third baseman, calls off Robinson and makes the play to record the first out of the inning. That's bringing up number 5, Gabby Swanez, the second baseman. Popped out to the second base, Mackenzie Huey, in the first inning. .720 here in Vero Beach. Still 81 degrees, but it has absolutely been a gorgeous day here at the ballpark. We're at historic Dodger Town for the FCSAA State Softball Tournament. It's a Region 8 tournament for the NJCAA. 2 teams. We will crown a state champion, but we will send 2 teams to the national tournament in Utah here in just a couple of weeks. There's a strikeout for Gabby Swanez. Goes down swinging to Harless. That brings up the catcher, number 23, Paula DeValle. DeValle popped up to the third baseman, her last time at plate. An inside strike to DeValle. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs for the Titans catcher. There's a hard hit ball, just foul down the left field line. DeValle is hitting .325 and 154 at-bats on the season. She's scored 27 runs, 42 hits, 11 doubles, and she's hit 8 home runs. In off the hands. Robinson fields it, throws over to Paige Johnson at first, and records the third out of the inning. DeValle and the Titans go 1, 2, 3 in the top of the third. No runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left on base for the Titans. We're going to move on to the bottom half of the third. Bring in Perea, Ernst, and Smathers right after this short break. We're back here in the bottom of the third inning. Due up for the Raiders, Mariana Perea, Brianna Ernst, and Savannah Smathers. It's a ball one to Ernst.
Yeah, over here on field 8.
Two ball, no strike count to Ernst. Count 3-0 now. That pitch from McMillan just on the inside corner. 3 balls, 1 strike.
I don't know.
Winner of this game will move on tomorrow
Oh, yeah, he's down there.
to face the winner of Seminole State College and Indian River State College. That's a leadoff walk for Brianna Ernst. Her second walk of the day.
Savannah Smathers.
Bringing up the right fielder, Savannah Smathers. The right fielder for the Raiders. In her first at bat, Smathers popped up to the second baseman. It's a hard hit ball at the third baseman. Not able to make the play. It's going to be a stand-up double for Savannah Smathers. And that's going to move Brianna Ernst over to third base.
Second baseman, number 21, Mackenzie Huey.
Bringing to the plate, Mackenzie Huey, the second baseman, number 21 for the Raiders. Called strike. Count, no balls, 1 strike to Mackenzie Huey, the second baseman for Northwest Florida State College. Ball's popped up, going to stay in the infield. Again, wind blowing very hard in from center field.
Center fielder, number 19, Kristen Lazardi.
That's going to bring up the center fielder, Kristen Lazardi. Hitting from the left side of the plate. Lazardi singled her last time up and made her way over to third, where she was stranded at third.
Hey, Lee. What team? Huh? What team injured? Oh, okay.
Shortstop number 17, Tori Robinson.
Slap play popped up to third base, Macy Rodriguez, for the putout of Lizardi. That's going to bring up Tori Robinson, shortstop number 17. First pitch, high. 1 ball, no strikes to Tori Robinson. As a fly ball to short center field. That ball is not able to be caught. And 2 runs will score for Northwest Florida State College. Ernst and Smathers both cross the plate. Giving Northwest Florida State a 4-1 lead over St. Petersburg College. At the plate, Hannah Sparks, the catcher. No balls, 2 strikes to Hannah Sparks. One ball, 2 strikes to the catcher, Hannah Sparks. She's hitting .406 with 56 hits, 6 doubles, and 16 home runs on the season. The ball is lofted into deep left field. As we've seen multiple times this evening, the wind got a hold of that. Alexis Martinez able to get underneath it and record the 3rd out for the Raiders. That's going to be the end of the bottom half of the 3rd. We'll be right back here from Dodgertown, St. Petersburg versus Northwest Florida State College. Northwest Florida leads St. Pete 4-1. We're back here in the top half of the fourth inning. It's a shot off the hands of Ashley Spell. It's going to bring in number 15, the shortstop, Alyssa Price. Price was hit by a pitch and then came around to score in the second. Foul ball down by the Game 9 batting cages. One ball, one strike, one out to Alyssa Price.
Nice play by the first baseman. Coming up to bat, third baseman number 12, Macy Rodriguez.
That's going to bring up Macy Rodriguez, the third baseman for the Titans. Rodriguez singled in the second and was stranded at second base. One of the many runners has been left on base today. Ball is turned on and hit hard to left field, but directly underneath it is Mariana Perea. And the Titans go 1-2-3 in the top half of the fourth. We'll be right back with the home half momentarily. Looking for a wedding venue? The 3,100 square foot ballroom at Vero Beach Inn & Suites holds up to 200 guests. Let the Vero Beach Inn & Suites make your next gathering of family and friends a success. Has your company been looking to host an outing, barbecue at the pool? We offer 5 meeting rooms, including an executive boardroom. A full catering menu also is available. Let the chef at Vero Beach Inn & Suites make your next event a meal to remember. Call for more information, 772-567-8321. That's 772-567-8321. All located just a quarter mile east of I-95 off of the 147th exit. We're back here in historic Dodgertown in Vero Beach, Florida. I'm Kyle Wilson. Leading off for Northwest Florida State College, Savannah McClellan. McClellan is 1 for 2 on the day. She hits that very hard. She's hit a couple at-bats, both in this game as well as the previous game with Northwest Florida State College, where McClellan fouled off 5, 6, 7, 8 pitches in an at-bat. She has a tendency to be able to work the count as well as fight off multiple bad pitches to stay alive. Let's see if she's able to do so this time. That's a strike 2, swing and a miss for McClellan. That ball's hit hard, got underneath it a little bit. Alexis Martinez able to get underneath that ball, record the out of McClellan. That's going to bring up Paige Johnson, the first baseman, number 15 for the Raiders. Johnson 0 for 2. In the first, she flew out to right, and in the second, struck out swinging. She's got the open stance. And the pitch on the way from McMillan. Fouled off just off the top of the fence, back into the field of play. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Paige Johnson at the plate. One ball, 1 strike. Caitlin McMillan pitching for St. Petersburg, the Titans. The 4th and final game on field number 8 of this evening. We'll be back here tomorrow, starting off at 10 a.m. right here on fields number 7 and fields number 8. McMillan sets and pitches. Swing and a miss for Paige Johnson. That's her 2nd strikeout of the evening. It's going to bring up Mariana Perea, the left fielder. The lefty stands in, crowding the plate slightly. She pops one up to shallow left field. The left fielder misses the ball. She drops that in foul territory. We're going to score that. And E7. Sorry, Alexis.
Number 12, third baseman Brianna Ernst.
It's going to bring up the third baseman, Brianna Ernst. Ball is hit very hard, but way over into field number 7. Heads up in field 7.
Any assistance when returning foul balls would be greatly appreciated.
No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs to Ernst. Right back up at our guys at the cameras. Let's hope Jason was able to defend the camera up there on that one. I was paying attention at least. I was ready to defend the iPad and the mixing board. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs for Brianna Ernst, the third baseman, number 12, Northwest Florida State College, the Raiders. It's the bottom of the 4th. Count, 1 ball, 2 strikes. To the righty. Day 1 of this 3-day softball tournament. We'll have 4 games tomorrow. And then we'll broadcast 3 more Sunday morning for you. That ball was hit hard, way again, foul into field number 7. Sounds like they're in the middle of a play over there, too. Ernst way out in front of 2 of these foul balls. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The delivery to the third baseman, Massey Rodriguez. Macy throws over to first. Keely Mayers stretches and makes the catch. That's 3 outs for the Raiders.
For the Raiders in the bottom of the 4th, we have no runs on no hits. There's 1 error,
We'll be right back from Dodgertown. I'm Kyle Wilson. We'll be back with the next half of the inning momentarily. We're back here at historic Dodgertown in Vero Beach, Florida. In the top of the fifth, leading off for the Titans, Rachel Knorr, the center fielder, number 14. Knorr walked in the second inning. This is her second at-bat of the game. At the plate, Rachel Knorr. Pitch from Harless. 2 balls, no strikes. Three no count to the leadoff batter, Knorr. The 3-0 pitch. Called strike on the outside corner. 3-1. Knorr steps in. The pitch from Harless. Ball 4. It's going to put the leadoff runner on base, Rachel Knorr, center fielder, now at first. Perla DeValle at the plate, right fielder. Sacrifice fly to right field in her first at-bat. That's an absolutely fantastic play by Brianna Ertz, the third baseman. She crashes in on that bunt and is able to make the throw over to Mackenzie Huey at second base and get that lead runner, Rachel Knorr. So fielder's choice, Perla DeValle is now on first. Batting number 2, Alexis Martinez.
Left fielder number 2, Alexis Martinez.
A 5-4 fielder's choice, those of you scoring at home. Now batting left fielder, Alexis Martinez. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. It's another play at third by Brianna Ernst. What a play by Brianna over there. Fires over to second, gets the lead runner once again. That's going to be 2 outs. In the top half of the fifth. Bringing Keely Mayers, the first baseman, to the plate. First pitch to Mayers is fouled down the right-hand line.
Any assistance retrieving those foul balls is greatly appreciated.
No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. One and one count. Makes it a lot easier to see when you take off your sunglasses and it's dark outside. Had to do that for a second. We're back here. At the plate, Keely Mayers. She's got a 1 ball, 2 strike count, 2 outs for the Titans in the top half of the 5th. Harless toes the rubber and the pitch. And another play by the third baseman. Ernst has been busy this inning. That's 3 putouts. 5-4, 5-4, and 5-3 to end the inning. We'll be right back here from historic Dodgertown, the bottom half of the 5th inning, momentarily. At the plate, Savannah Smathers, the right fielder, number 4 for the Raiders. That ball's hit hard down the left field line. Alexis Martinez not able to get a beat on it. Going into second with a stand-up double is Smathers. That's her second double on the night.
Second baseman number 21, Mackenzie.
That brings up Mackenzie Huey, the second baseman. She's 1 for 2 on the night, a single and a fly out to second base.
11.
Pinch runner coming in for Northwest Florida State College. Pinch running is Tyra Bowers. Bowers, a freshman out of Eustis and Eustis High School. She is over at first base, running for Savannah Smathers. So Bowers in running for Smathers. No outs. And Mackenzie Huey lays down a bunt to advance the runner over to third. So runners at third now with 1 out for Kristen Lazardi, the center fielder, number 19. She singled and was stranded on third in the second inning. Her second plate appearance of the day. First pitch from McMillan. Ball's high and outside. 1 ball, no strikes, and 1 out for Lazardi. Fly ball down the left field line. Martinez makes the catch down the left field line. Smathers, Bowers crosses the plate on the sacrifice by Lazardi. That brings up Tori Robinson, the shortstop. She's been put out by the pitcher and singled twice. This is her 4th at bat of the game. 2 for 3. No balls, 1 strike to Robinson. The pitch from McMillan, high and outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. We start an hour earlier than we did today. Tomorrow we'll be back here at 10 a.m. getting everything started right here from historic Dodger Town here in Vero Beach. Robinson, blooper out to center, is going to fall for a base hit. That's her 3rd hit on the game. Bringing in the catcher, Hannah Sparks. Sparks, 1 for 2. Single in the first, hit by pitch in the second, and flied to left in the third. Swing and a miss, strike 1 from McMillan. Official dusts off the plate for us. We're in the bottom of the 5th. Northwest Florida leads by a score of 5-1. The pitch from McMillan. Count, 1 ball, 1 strike. Two balls, 1 strike for Sparks, the catcher from Northwest Florida State College. So runner at first is Tori Robinson. Not sure what was going on just there. Looked like Northwest Florida's coach is complaining about something in the crowd. Sure if they're distracting or I'm not sure what's going on over there. But Northwest Florida's coach was definitely complaining about something. Runner takes off and pitch is fouled back. Three balls, two strikes, full count. That ball is hit hard down the left field line, right into the corner, and foul. Just got a final score from Field 10, Polk State College, and Miami-Dade. Looks like Miami-Dade is going to be moving on. There's a strikeout of the catcher, Hannah Sparks. She goes down swinging. That's the end of the inning for Northwest Florida State College. The Raiders score 1 run on 2 hits. Currently, Northwest Florida State leads the Titans of St. Pete by a score of 5-1. We'll be back momentarily with the 6th inning. We're back here from historic Dodger Town in Vero Beach. I'm Kyle. We have in the top of the 6th, Northwest Florida State College leading St. Petersburg College by a score of 5-1. Leading off for St. Petersburg College, Gabby Swanez, second baseman, number 5. In 2 previous at-bats today, she has popped out to second base and struck out, and now grounded out again. That's going to bring up Paula De Valle. That was another put out by the catcher. By the third baseman over there, Brianna Ernst. She's been busy the last couple of innings. At the plate, Paula De Valle, catcher number 23 for the Titans. Count, no balls, 1 strike. One and 1 count to the catcher. The pitch coming from Hardless. That pitch looks like it's tailing in on a right-hander. That last pitch started on the inside half of the plate and worked back in to her hands. A grounder to the shortstop. Robinson over to first base to Johnson for the putout. There's 2 outs in the inning. That's going to bring up Ashley Spell, the designated hitter. A 6-4 putout. Spell 0 for 2 on the day. Popped up the second. And to the pitcher in the 4th. The pitch from Harless. One ball, 1 strike. There's 2 outs. Strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes on the designated hitter. Fouled back. Tell you, Sydney Harless, since the 2nd inning, has really begun dominating this game. St. Petersburg Titans went 1-2-3 in the 3rd, 1-2-3 in the 4th, 1-2-3-4 in the 5th, and she's now gotten her first 2 batters of the 6th inning as well. Count goes to 2-2 with that inside pitch down at the knees. 2-2, 2 outs. Deuces on the board here in Dodgertown on field 8. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The pitch in off the hands. Back to Sydney Harless, the pitcher. And that's going to eliminate the side. 1-2-3 once again for the Titans. Moving on to the bottom half of the 6th inning. We'll be right back here from Dodgertown, Vero Beach, Florida. I'm Kyle Wilson. We'll be right back after a short break. We're back here in the bottom half of the 6th inning. Leading off for Northwest Florida State College, the Raiders, is Savannah McClellan, the designated hitter. That's going to be an error on Alyssa Price, shortstop for the Titans. Runner on first. McClellan moves over to first. Going to bring in Gabby Bennett to run for Northwest Florida State College. Gabby Bennett running.
Now running at first base, number 22, Gabby Bennett.
Bennett has stolen 3 bases on the year. Be interesting to see if they send her now. Fouled. That bunt was fouled right off the tip of the bat. Back toward the backstop. Count 0-1. Darkness has fallen here at Dodgertown. The lights are on, and we've got less than half an inning left, or less than an inning and a half over here on field number 8. The Raiders lead the Titans by a score of 5-1. No outs in the bottom half of the inning. Then Gabby Bennett over there at first base. There's the ball hit, fly ball to shallow left center field. Ball is going to be tracked down by Rachel. That's going to bring up Mariana Perea, the left fielder. Perea 1 for 3 on the day with a single, a fly out to the pitcher, and reaching on an error by the left fielder. That ball's hit hard down the right field line. Looks like it's in play. It's going to score. That scores Bennett from first, and that's a stand-up triple for Mariana Perea, bringing up Brianna Ernst. One ball, 2 strikes to the third baseman. Oh for 1 on the day. Swing and a miss, strike 2 for Ernst. Ernst walked in the first and the third, coming back around to score in the third. Just on the outside corner. Count 2-2. That pitch hits Brianna Ernst. Moving to first with the hit by pitch. Coming in for Samantha Smathers is number 11, Tyra Bowers. Bowers is hitting .257 on the year, 18 hits, 1 double, and it has driven in 7. A stolen base by Brianna Ernst. Looked like that was kind of a rough slide out there at second. Hope she's all right out there. First is open. Tyra Bowers at the plate. Slap hitter. Just trying to put a ball in play to drive in one of these runs for Northwest Florida State College. They swing and a miss. That's strike 3 for Bowers. Bringing in Mackenzie Huey, the second baseman. Foul ball just over the Northwest Florida dugout in between fields 7 and field 8. Can we get somebody going over there to pick up that foul ball here momentarily for us? Back in play, Mackenzie Huey. The pitch from McMillan. Pitch was high and out of the strike zone. 1 ball, 1 strike to Mackenzie Huey. The freshman from Auburn, Alabama. Fouled back toward the press box. Take a quick moment to thank Vero Beach Inn and Suites for their hospitality this week. Another foul ball by Mackenzie Huey. Count, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Deuces on the scoreboard. Northwest Florida leads 6-1. They pop up in the infield to Gabby Sanchez. That's going to end the inning. One last chance for the Titans of St. Petersburg College to come from behind and take this game from Northwest Florida State College. We'll be right back after a short break for the top half of the 7th. No matter what brings you to Vero Beach, you'll enjoy the warmth and hospitality of the Vero Beach Inn and Suites. Just remember, they welcome weddings, family reunions, and all type of corporate event and associate events. If you're looking for a wedding venue, make sure you check out their 3,100 square foot ballroom. That space that holds up to 200 guests. Let the Vero Beach Inn and Suites make your next gathering of family or friends a huge success. Call them for more information at 772-567-8321. The throw down.
Top of the 7th, leading off for the Titans, shortstop number 15, Alyssa Price.
And we're back, bringing in Alyssa Price to lead off for St. Petersburg, the Titans. Price was hit by a pitch in the 2nd inning and grounded out. In the 4th. That's a foul. Strike 1 for Price. A fly ball down the left field line. Out of play. Do a quick score check over on field number 7. Seminole State College and Indian River State College. Seminole State leads Indian River by a score of 2-1 in the top half of the 4th. Looks like they've got runners on the quarter. make sure you check out that game on the FCSAA YouTube page. Scott Jamieson doing the games on field number 7. I'll be here on field number 8 all weekend long. Can't forget with Tyler Allen running the computer here with me. And Jason upstairs running the cameras. Couldn't do it without the two of those guys. Count 1 ball, 2 strikes. Price staying alive this at bat. 1 ball, 2 strikes on the shortstop. Price, a freshman from Sarasota. The 1-2 pitch. Fouled out of play. Back onto field 10. No, field number 9. In off the hands. She's shaking her hand. That one probably stung a little bit. Calls time to dust off the plate for us. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Price. The pitch from Harless. Fander. That's a swing and a miss. Price goes down swinging. That's going to bring up the third baseman, Macy Rodriguez. Rodriguez, 1 for 2 on the day. She singled in the second and flew out to left in the fourth. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out for the Titans from St. Petersburg College. One ball, 2 strikes to Macy Rodriguez. Third baseman. She's 1 for 2 on the day. 1 ball, 2 strikes. She squares the butt and pulls the bat back and turns on one. She's just a little ahead of that pitch. That was rifled out into the parking lot, I believe. One ball, 2 strikes. She's fouled off multiple pitches this at bat. Fighting hard to stay alive. There's one rifled past the third baseman. So Macy Rodriguez reaches first. It's going to bring up the center fielder, number 14, Rachel Knorr. Knorr has walked twice today, both in the second and fifth inning. She was stranded at first both in both innings. Pinch runner coming in for Macy Rodriguez.
21 for 12. Thank you.
Now running at first base, Debbie Brown. Brown's a sophomore. She typically plays third base, and she's out of Seidel, Florida. Went to DeSoto High School. The quick, wow, that looked like Sparks had her gun down. Did you get the replay of that over here, Tyler? It was out of the line of view of the camera. Come on, Jason upstairs. The snap throw there to first base. I thought she had her. It looked like she got that glove down before that hand touched the bag. There's been a couple snap throws today that have been very, very close. That's the closest one that we've seen, though. Count 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 out and a runner on first for Rachel Knorr. The lefty checks her swing. Snap throw again. Safe. She does not check her swing there. That's called strike. One ball, 2 strikes. One ball, 2 strikes. Knorr squares the bunt and pulls the bat back. Two and two count to Rachel Knorr. Fouled back, trying to stay alive. Two and two count, 1 out. And Rachel Knorr goes down looking. The bat stays on her shoulder. And that's going to bring up the right fielder, number 18, Perla DeValle. DeValle out of Kissimmee, St. Cloud. Another snap throw back to first. One of those situations, focus on the batter in the box, get that out. Don't got to worry about that runner on first. But Hannah Sparks is showing off that arm too. She's nearly thrown out a couple there at first. 2 balls, no strikes, 2 outs. Winner of this game will advance to play tomorrow at 12 noon right here on Field 8. Snap throw again. That's one of those things that can happen with one of those snap throws. You throw it out to the middle of right field. Runner advances. Not happening there, but two balls, 1 strike to Perla DeValle. The pitch to the third baseman. Brianna Ernst fires over to Paige Johnson, and that ends the ball game. The final score, Northwest Florida State College 6, St. Petersburg Titans 1. Northwest Florida State College is going to move on to game number 22. That game is going to be played right here on field number 8 at 12 o'clock tomorrow. St. Petersburg is going to move down into the losers bracket, and they're going to play. This was game 16. They're going to play versus Florida State College of Jacksonville tomorrow at 10 a.m. right across the way over here on field number 7. I'm Kyle for Tyler Allen. We'll be back tomorrow morning at 10 a.m.